Originally known as Tenebrae, as well as Darth Vitiate and finally Emperor Valkorion, was a Sith Lord who ruled and manipulated galactic affairs for over 1500 years. He was the son of Drameth, who had many illegitimate children, one being the heinous Vitiate. Born in 5113 BBY, Tenebrae showed immense power at a very young age. At only 6 years old, Tenebrae saw his father attack his mother because she was cheating on him, and without thinking, Tenebrae reached out through the Force and snapped his neck. He also tortured his mother to death after learning about why. Not too long after, Tenebrae ended up taking full control over his home planet of Meritus, completing this task by only the age of 13. Following his success and accomplishments, the Dark Lord of the Sith, Marka Ragnos, took notice of this young individual and granted him the title of Lord Vitiate. For the next century, Vitiate renamed his home world to Nathema and separated himself from the power struggles of the Sith. Fast forwarding past the defeat of Naga Sadow in the Great Hyperspace War, Vitiate successfully tricked the remaining 8,000 Sith Lords to travel to Nathema and performed an elaborate ritual that consumed all the life force of the Sith Lords. The ritual took a total of 10 days, dramatically increased his power and life expectancy. It completely drained the planet of all life and force essence. Following the ritual, Vitiate got rid of his current name in an attempt to hide the atrocities that he performed. He led the remaining and scattered Sith survivors to the planet of Dromund Kaas and started his own new Sith Empire. Over the next millennia, the Empire secretly expanded. During this time, the Emperor discovered the planet of Zakul, along with the Eternal Fleet. The fleet was operated by sentient droids and controlled by the Eternal Throne, but that's for another story. Displeased with the Sith ideology, the Emperor divided his consciousness into a Zakulian warrior named Valkorion, and created the society known as the Eternal Empire. During this time, he also had multiple children with his wife Senya Tural, Arcann, Thexan, and Vaylin. Arcann and Thexan were twin brothers. Vaylin was their sister, the youngest but most powerful of the three. Unfortunately for Senya, Valkorion's only interest was power. Valkorion manipulated their minds and turned their children to the dark side. While Senya tried her best to help her children, even rescue them, she was never successful, and they would become something she would never dream of. While remaining in the shadows, Emperor Valkorion carefully orchestrated the galactic conflict between his Sith Empire and the Galactic Republic. His only goal was to achieve immortality and bring his ideologies to all galaxies. This conflict would bring light to a new ritual that would allow him to obtain unimaginable power and essentially become a god. Almost at completion, the Emperor orchestrated the Mandalorian Wars. The Emperor almost completed his task if it wasn't for Revan and Alec, later known as Malak. They successfully defeated the Mandalorians and located the hidden Sith Empire. Upon this, Valkorion corrupted the minds of Revan and Alec, turning them to the dark side, sending them back to the Republic as agents. They soon broke free of the trance, and while still belonging to the dark side, they formed their own empire. Revan and his empire was introduced to this war, which extended it for another 3 centuries. In the Star Wars Old Republic MMO, you play as a hero of Tython, who, with the help of others, defeated the host body of Emperor Valkorion. Following this, his spirit would remain dormant on Yavin until the year 3637 BBY. Revan, not satisfied with the so-called death of the Emperor, returned to Yavin in an attempt to resurrect him into physical form to kill the Emperor himself. During this time, the Sith and the Republic joined forces for the first time in history to take down the crazed Revan. Both sides understood the danger that Revan was about to unleash and decided to attack Revan together. Revan failed his task to finally kill the Emperor, but he did succeed in bringing him back into the galaxy. Vitiate's awakened spirit fed off the violence of the battle between Revan and the Republic and Sith. Following this awakening of Vitiate's spirit, he slowly consumed the planet of Zyos, in the same way he did to his home planet 1,000 years ago. Despite the efforts of the Empire and Republic preventing him from using his Sith magic to control the population, he succeeded, returning Valkorion to full power. Returning to his former identity of Valkorion, he would reveal his eternal empire, with his twin sons conquering Sith and Republic planets alike. During this time, he was also manipulating Arcann from the shadows. He would never allow him to lead the battles, only his brother. Arcann didn't let this stop him. Side by side, Thexan and Arcann would wipe out the Jedi and Sith they come across with ease. Still, his father did not budge. Arcann was seriously injured in one of these battles, completely destroying his arm and severely burning one side of his face, causing him to now wear a half mask. Through all this, Valkorion never showed his son's true gratitude in any sense. Dealing with this for so many years, Arcann broke, leaping at his father in an attempt to take his life. Thexan couldn't let this happen though. It's safe to say that Thexan was either more in control of his emotions or received more thanks from his father, but regardless, it was only an attempt to save both Arcann and Valkorion. When Thexan pulled back Arcann, in Arcann's fit of rage, he struck down his brother, not realizing what he has done. His brother falls, Arcann holding him one last time. Before he has time to look up, Valkorion is standing in front of him, holding out his hand, finally offering to guide Arcann. In grief, guilt, and still filled with rage, Arcann accepted what was not granted to him for so long. Continuing the conquest of the galaxy, Arcann continued to dominate in the battlefield. In one of these battles, Arcann captured an individual known as the Outlander. Upon bringing the Outlander to his father and seeing an opportunity to seek revenge, Arcann assassinated Valkorion. Because of Valkorion's immense power, he successfully did an essence transfer and co-inhabited the Outlander's body. Arcann then trapped the Outlander in carbonite, while he and his sister Vaylin conquered the galaxy, becoming the dominant power in only a year. In the year 3631 BBY, after Arcann has ruled the galaxy for 5 years under his father's throne, the Outlander was rescued by Sith Lord Lana Benko and Koth Vortina. Following this, the Outlander started the war against Zakul, the Eternal Empire. This war lasted from 3631 to 3630. The Eternal Empire and Alliance engaged in a chaotic battle over the planet of Odessen. The Outlander and Arcann encountered one another on Arcann's Eternal flagship. A fierce battle erupted where in the end, Arcann was defeated, being crushed by the Outlander in a pile of rubble. During this time, Arcann's mother was working with the Alliance in an attempt to stop Valkorion. In the Battle of Odessen, Senya was there, rescuing Arcann out from the rubble, in an attempt to redeem him before the flagship could be completely destroyed. In the chaos of the battle, Senya and Arcann got separated from the Alliance. In an attempt to reach out to the Alliance for help, her daughter, Vaylin, intercepted the call and orchestrated an attack to prevent Arcann from being healed and to finally kill her mother. With the help of the Alliance holding off the attack from Vaylin for long enough, Senya performed a Voss ritual that would heal his body and cure his spirit from the hatred that he has endured. Without enough time, Senya commanded that her strength be transferred to her son. This was successful, healing Arcann, but leaving Senya in a comatose. When Arcann awoke, he saw his mother's lifeless body. Believing her to be dead, in a panic, Arcann rushed away to his shuttle. The Outlander almost caught up with him, but Arcann piloted the ship into hyperspace. With his mind now healed, he discarded the mask that covered half of his face and obtained a new prosthetic arm. Following this, he traveled back to Zakul and amassed a group of Zakulian loyalists to help him reclaim the Eternal Throne from his sister. Arcann attempted to talk to Vaylin peacefully, but in a fit of rage, she attacked him. During this quick attack, the Alliance learned what was occurring and launched an offensive of their own, interrupting their battle and allowing Vaylin to escape. To the surprise of the Outlander, Arcann addressed them respectfully and acknowledged the crimes he has committed in the past. Theron Shan, a member of the Alliance who was there, was weary of Arcann's claims. Not long after meeting with Arcann, the Horizon Guard, an elite group of Force-sensitive warriors, arrived to kill them. Arcann and the members of the Alliance worked together to take them down. After the battle, Arcann wondered to himself if the Outlander was manipulated by his father or only sheltered his essence. In 3630 BBY, Vaylin launched a second attack on Odessen, intending to destroy the Alliance and her family completely, an act that caused Senya to wake up in fear. With the battle being fought on multiple fronts, Arcann and Senya defended the gravestone from the Zakulian warriors. When the Outlander caught up with them, he contacted Vaylin in an attempt to draw her away from her ship and encounter face to face on the planet's surface, doing so successfully. Vaylin was waiting on an Alliance landing platform when her family and the Outlander showed up. She unleashed a massive force storm which killed the Alliance hostage Vaylin was holding, leaving the Outlander no choice but to strike her down. Witnessing the battle himself, Arcann was concerned with the energy that flowed to the Outlander when Vaylin was killed and remained cautious. With no leader to the Eternal Throne, it caused chaos, and the pilots of the Eternal Fleet to bomb inhabited worlds without question. Rushing to the surface of the planet, Arcann, Senya, and the Outlander made their way to the throne room. Arcann was taken back by where he orchestrated the deaths of millions of people. Noticing this, Senya assured him that he has become a better person since. Arcann offered the Outlander to take control of the fleet, to pacify it, and finally end this conflict once and for all. But as soon as it was done, Valkorion revealed himself and his final goal, fighting the Outlander for control over their body. Fighting back, the Outlander was attempting to locate Jermith's holocron from the depths of his mind, which is told to house the only way to destroy Valkorion once and for all. Using the physical holocron, Senya and Arcann entered the mind space and the three engaged. In a clash of wills, the Outlander, Senya, Arcann, Satil Shan, Revan, and all those that Valkorion ever wronged teamed up together and banished the Eternal Emperor into chaos. Alright, I'm trying out a little different type of video, so if you guys do like the kind of lore, lore videos, let me know. I'll do a couple more. I kind of enjoyed doing some research and writing about this this guy. He does have a lot of information, so try to condense it a little bit enough, and hopefully didn't leave too many questions, but if you guys did, be sure to let me know. Alright, yeah, thanks for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Peace out. Later.